a lot of thought leaders are getting locked up for very unmoral things. And I was talking to a guy, and he was just saying, that, their thought leaders are a big threat to the government, but they have to be held accountable for the things that they're into, basically. He was just saying, if a thought leader has a big influence on the people and the government or FBI can be able to catch them in some bullshit, they're going to do that, and they're going to make an example out of them. So I definitely feel that, and that makes me think about what can we do. For one, as a people, we have to stop looking for someone to be our savior. If somebody is giving you thoughts that you feel are conducive for your reality, you can take those thoughts on and apply them to your life and see if it works for you. Because it might not work for everybody, and everything that one person says is not going to work for you. Okay, so you have to be responsible as a so-called follower, somebody that is taking in information from somebody else. Digest it. Take what you need and spit out the rest. So basically, there is responsibility and accountability on everybody's behalf, and everything we do in life. We have to be responsible. We have to be accountable for our own lives. So I feel like if somebody is a thought leader, that doesn't mean just because they're confident in the delivery of their message doesn't mean that they're competent in being a leader or have high quality leadership skills. A leader is not compared to a boss. A boss is somebody that's going to tell you what to do. A leader is going to be the change. A leader is going to be the example, and they're going to want other leaders around them. So sometimes we get leadership misconstrued, like I said in my last video, from confidence to competent. When we see somebody that's so confident in what they believe in, we like to think of them as a leader. Or we see somebody that's very articulated with the messages that they came to bring, and they will say it with confidence in front of a lot of people. We equate that with leadership, but that's only a piece of leadership. Competence, the ability and the skill sets to be a real leader is different, okay? So that's responsibility on our behalf, while we're putting these people on a pedestal just because they're able to bring a message. And even with the United States government, from what we know, the president is someone that's able to be a spokesperson for the things that's going on behind the scenes. So this is someone that is charismatic. This is someone that can capture the hearts, the minds, and the trust of the people. This is someone that is articulate with their words. This is someone that is confident in what they believe in and what they're standing for and whatever they're saying. Even if they don't believe, or even if they're not even true to what they're saying, they're confident in the delivery. So there's people that literally, like, have you watched not The Wolf of Wall Street? What's that movie? It's a series. Not The Wolf of Wall Street, but it's a movie basically. It's a series that is showing it's on the tip of my tongue. That's showing the how people were at a certain time when alcohol was illegal. And one thing that stood out to me in this series is that there was people that was talking to all the elder ladies and all the women. And it's like, yeah, we're going to get this alcohol off the streets. It's hurting our people, boo, 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 boo. But behind the scenes, they're the ones putting that shit in the streets. So that was something that I was drawn to, because I'm like, oh, okay. So there's certain things that people practice, or people preach, but they don't practice. So we have to take these things and we have to be responsible with them. We can't put a person in and say they're a leader just because they could articulate. They're a leader in articulating. That don't mean they're a leader of a people. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, leaders, we have to, even with our men, I believe that they're the thought leaders that's in our community that's helping us to evolve our mental, our mind, that they should be very protected. And a part of their protection, I believe that if we could create a course for leaders in general, like whatever you want to be a leader in, you need to make sure you have integrity, morals, a divine character, a righteous, you need to be honorable all the way around. So I believe and I'm not going to hold you. Of course, if somebody doesn't want to change, that's just a dead cause, because you gotta want to change. But the people that want to change are the people that's like, yeah, I want to take on this position of leading my people because I see that I'm good with it. We have to hold you accountable. Did you take your therapy class? Did you make sure that none of your childhood issues are going to be expressed while you're a leader? Because I've been looking into cult leaders, right? And it seems like they start out with a good message, but they have this ego and they have these mental challenges that they begin to not overcome. And it's definitely different levels to this, because, for example, they can have they could have not felt accepted as a young child, but they feel like, dang, I'm better than this. Like, why don't people appreciate me? They could be like trying to get all A's in school, be the best track runner and football player, and they still don't get that admiration or that appreciation they feel they deserve. So as they get older, they may tap into something when it comes to leadership, right? Or a mission or a vision, that can help, that other people will be drawn to. So once they tap into that, they start to preach it. They start to proclaim their vision, and other people come along. Or it could even be a business. There's people that have a business. Other people come along. I want to work for you. I want to do for you. Or people even like Sadhguru. I'm hoping that he's treating his people right, but he has like thousands of volunteers. Churches have so many people that volunteer for them. So you have a responsibility to treat your people right. But as we study, we see that a lot of even church people, pastors, doing weird shit under the tables, treating their people weird, fucking all boys and all types of shit. So I feel like that we as a people, if we decide to elect or to follow somebody that we deem to be a good thought leader, then for one, take accountability, because everything somebody says shouldn't resonate with you, because you ain't going within and doing your true digestion of the information. You're just following like a blind mouse. But for two, we have to hold them accountable for their actions and the therapy that they should take. So it should be a norm. Like if somebody decides they're gonna have a mission, you should be like, we should have a something that they can go through, a course, a program that they can go through to make sure that they align with being a great leader. Other than that, it's destruction ahead. So the person that grows up that really wants to be accepted, and then they actually find something that they tell people and they begin to get acceptance, they may not know how to deal with that with their ego. That hurt from that little boy or little girl can still come out in how they treat their people. So they like, yeah, now you accepted me. Oh, you accepted me because of this. You're not accepting them for their true self. You're accepting them for what they bring to you, for the thoughts they give you. You're accepting them for the mission the vision they hold. So they still can hold resentment in their heart if they don't do the inner work, and they'll take it out on their people. So I think that's something we need to think about, because I literally just thought about that. I have to do my little internal work when it comes to that, to just see like, that's deep. And I love to see the pureness of people. See, a lot of people like to say, no, this person's bad. They're narcissistic. They're evil. Throw them away. Devil, boo, boo, boo. But for me, and this could be a gullible part of me or vulnerable part of me, but I'm like, I believe in people. I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm going to believe in you from a distance, but I believe that you can overcome and that you can be the best you can be. And if you can't, then I believe there's a solution early on within our children that we raise that we can be able to implement. Because a lot of these things, and when people grow up and be like degrading women, it starts at a young age. It starts at not being respected by their mother. It starts at being, like different things that you go through as a child. You could take on this resentment or this heaviness in your heart, or these coping mechanisms when it comes to how you exchange energy. And when you get older, this energy transitions into something else, to other actions. Now you're an adult and you can actually take control of certain situations. So now when your woman makes you feel inadequate, you can smack her up. Okay? But if you do the inner work, your heart will be light and you'll go further in life. You'll actually attract real love. Okay? Because even in domestic violence relationship, both of the people got issues. Internal issues. Okay? So peace.